Hey there, this is Joe Simons with Salt Strong, and wait till you see this footage I'm about to show you of what happened last week while we were out fishing with Chris Clark, the last month's U.S. Open Strong Angler winner. Check this out. Let me give you the play-by-play. All right, so my brother Luke is here fighting a redfish. He had just told me that he had a redfish on, so I'm actually fishing opposite side of him on the boat. I put my rod down and I leave my lure dangling in the water just a little bit. It's one of those Berkeley Gulp shads. Those things dry out really quickly, and so I hate it when they get out in the sun. So I was like, this can't take that long, but long enough where I didn't want it just sitting out in the sun on top of the boat. So I put my rod down and I leave it literally just inches in the water. All right, Luke lands the fish. We get a quick pick of it, and you're about to see here my rod is still sitting there, still in the water, just kind of dangling off to the side. Luke's releasing it, and all of a sudden I feel the rod go out in the water, and now it is all of a sudden in the water. I'm actually taking everything out of my pockets here. I put the GoPro down. You can see I'm getting my phone out of my pocket. I'm about to go jump in, and Luke says, hey, the thing's floating. So we decided quickly to get the trolling motor. So I picked this back up. We're trolling over to it, kind of laughing about the whole scene because we did not know at this point what had happened. I had a feeling that something had obviously grabbed it. I know I didn't kick the rod over, but we had no idea what had actually happened here. So Luke picks it up, says he doesn't really feel anything yet, and then all of a sudden he feels a quick bump. Boom, trout is on. We're kind of laughing at this point just because it's so crazy. I'm still obviously a little bit ticked off that my very expensive Shimano Ci4 Stradic is in the water. But doggone, what at least a cool story to go with it. And even though I guess technically speaking it was my fish because I hooked it, or at least I got lucky enough for a trout to bite my Berkeley Gulp shad that was sitting in the water. Luke does get back-to-back fish with only one cast, mind you. So Luke catches a redfish and a trout, all with just one cast. Definitely the fish whisperer. And there it is. Nice little trout. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Now, the only good news is that we had a lot of fresh water on the boat that day, and so as soon as we released that trout, we got all kinds of water on that thing, cleaned it out as best we could, and did a very thorough cleaning as soon as we got it home. It's still working fine now, and we hope it continues to keep working well into the future, because it's definitely not a cheap reel by any stretch of the imagination. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about is if you want to see all the fish that we caught that day and exactly where we are, then click this link now or go into the body of either the blog or the YouTube video, and you'll see a link where you can see all the places that we went, and my brother's kind of little inside report on exactly where we were there in Tarpon Springs, catching all those inshore fish, all on 100% artificial lures in a really, really short amount of time. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed and gotten into our free newsletter at Salt Strong, go to saltstrong.com and get into the free newsletter right there on the top of saltstrong.com. Thank you much for watching.